We're going to the prison first.
Yeah.
Okay. 16th of April. Local prison. Cell 13. Oh, same cell as, wait, was it the same cell as Natsume? I don't remember. Hello, Gina. Gina, you don't have to... No, it's taking too long. Gina... Also, they let you keep that.
Oh, you still have the grenade launcher Hallie and I made.
I wish you wouldn't point it at me all the time, though. What are you here for?
Ginny.
I have a feeling it's because of us that you ended up in this trouble. So we were thinking that we might be able to help you. Well, you can't. Sorry? You heard. Get lost.
Don't be like that, Ginny. I know you didn't do it. You'd never shoot someone. I just know you wouldn't.
You think you know me? Pull the other one.
Oh.
You ain't got the first idea about the likes of me. I'm a thief. I pinch people's purses when they're walking down the street. That's how I get by. And, if I saw me chance, I'd sneak into a pawn shop any day of the week. Just to see what I can lay my hands on. Get it? That's the kind of person I am.
But Ginny...
I'll be in court tomorrow, as they said. Some curve came by before and said he'd be a lawyer for me or the like. Said it was my right or something. But I told him to get stuffed. My, how vulgar. I don't need no lawyer. I don't need no one. She couldn't be staring at me more obviously if she tried.
Why are you being like this, Ginny?
Susato-san's here, though. Ouch. That is one stern look Susato-san is giving Gina. Yeah, honestly, this is... Ryunosuke, there are... Oh boy. I don't understand, Gina. Why did you send the public defender away? He wanted me to sign some papers, representation papers or something like that. It's all gonna be rigged anyway, the whole trial. They'll pin it on me because I'm a kid. That's what grown-ups always do. She's not wrong.
Why do you think that?
Of course, that's what's always been for me, growing up in the back slums, me whole life. If you do what the grown-ups tell you, it'll get your mates dragged off by the coppers. Or worse. I've had it happen to me before and all. Been sold out and nearly snaffled on the back of it. You can't trust no one. That's the point. As soon as you do, you're done as grass. Dead. Gina, listen. If you'd like, in tomorrow's trial, I could... Forget it!
Ginny, don't you trust Runo?
Nah, I don't. Look, I'll ask you nicely now. Just leave me alone. That was asking us nicely, was it? Will you tell us what happened, Gina? Last night, at the pawnbroker's. There's nothing to tell. I figured it'd pay me, so I broke into the place and started going through the storeroom. But the old bloke walked in on me, and you know the rest.
But why, Ginny? Why would you do that?
Ain't it obvious? The place is full of stuff I could sell for a shilling or two. Diving ain't easy, you know? It's a lot of work, and after time you don't even get nothing. Is that really why you broke into the place? What? Are you sure the true reason wasn't something else? Oh, give it a rest! What'd be the point anyway, eh? Nothing I could say can make a blind bit of difference.
Please tell us, Ginny. We'll believe in you, whatever it is.
Believe me? Don't be daft. You can't believe nothing. Everyone lies all the time. And you know what? When it comes to liars, I'm the biggest of the lot. I've told some unforgivable lies, I have.
What do you mean by that? What unforgivable lies?
Unforgivable lies. I think I stumbled on unforgivable, sorry. What do you mean before, Gina? When you said you were the biggest liar of the lot? Why don't you tell us what these unforgivable lies that you told are? Maybe we can help. Sorry. We're out of time. They're gonna want to question me now.
Ginny, please.
Oh, yeah. I wanted to give you this. Something to remember me by.
Oh, the cat. That's cute.
A photographic print of a really adorable cat. I found it in one of the pockets of this coat. Ain't no point having me sorry.
I wonder what a little photograph like that was doing in a pocket of an overcoat.
Anyway, don't bother coming again. Bye.
Oh, Ginny.
She's being a tsundere. She is. Oh god. Oh god. That goddamn burp. It's been bubbling inside of me for a while now. I'm so sorry. Anyway. Can we examine the meow meow photograph? Ooh. What does it say? I can't read cursive. Look at the back of this print here. There's something written on it. 13th February, 9 p.m. Article deposited. 1 small box. Loan amount paid, 10 shillings. Redemption date, 13th April, 9 o'clock p.m. So, this photographic print is a redemption ticket? For an article that was deposited 2 days prior to the incident on the omnibus, it seems. Yes, a small box. That doesn't tell us much about it, does it?
Perhaps it contains some valuable mementos.
I can't help but wondering. Presumably, Mr. McGilded never redeemed the article in question, since he still had the ticket. So, isn't it possible the box is still present somewhere in the shop? Yes. If it's something Mr. McGilded deposited, we need to investigate. A box. It's bad enough that I can't read cursive. Victorian cursive is worse. Because even if you can make out the words, the structure is completely different. You're like, is that English? That's not the English I know. Alright, Saint Sinners, Ward 3.
Ellie! Oh.
Mr. Sholmes is nowhere to be seen. No, that's strange. The nurse definitely said he was on the bed by the window, didn't she?
Oh, I know what's probably happened. Ellie was being a big baby, and the bullet wound wasn't that bad after all, so he's been sent home.
I'm not so sure about that. Baby or not, there's no question it was a fairly serious injury that Mr. Sholmes suffered. Oh dear. I do hope Mr. Sholmes will be alright. Hello, what have we here? This ward is off limits, no visiting. So what are you doing here, eh?
Well, I'll have you know, we're Hurley's next of kin.
Eh? Oh, well, begging your pardon then, Mum. A little lady and a curious Eastern pair. The great mystery solver as a mystery family, eh? If that's how you see us, I'm sure.
Where is he, Constable? Where's Hurley?
I believe he's currently in the operating theatre, Mum, undergoing an extensive operation.
Extensive?
It has been several hours since he went in.
Oh my! Has there been some kind of problem?
Well, it doesn't appear to be working, you see. The anesthetic, that is.
No?
I have heard a report that the gentleman claims he may have had a little too much to drink last night. Coffee, that is. No, it's definitely the cocaine. Anyway, I think it would be fair to assume that he won't be back here for several hours yet. I see. Thank you, Constable.
Oh, poor Hurley. Mr. Naruhodo?
Oh, yes. What is it, Mrs. Sato?
I hope you won't think of me selfish, but do you think we could perhaps go to visit Gina? I just realized that I won't have another opportunity to say farewell.
Yes, of course. Sasato-san may not see Gina again before she has to leave. I wish I knew what Sasato-san was thinking. Anyway, let's go back to the prison then. Don't worry, you'll know what she's thinking. Soon enough. Jesus. Alright. I like how we skipped the investigation for later. I mean, we're just gonna go through this one.
Gina, I wonder if you might hear me out. There's something I'd like to say.
What?
I'm sorry to say that I must reluctantly bid you farewell.
Eh? Farewell?
Tomorrow, I must begin my journey back home, to Japan. I fear we may never meet again.
Oh, right.
I've had the pleasure of meeting so many lovely people here in London. I have so many wonderful memories. And yet, as things stand now, it will be a glum parting indeed. Poor Iris is so miserable. Susie.
Well, that ain't my business.
Both Iris and Mr. Naruhodo believe you to be innocent, Gina. They've put their faith in you, but somehow you can't find it in your heart to put your faith in them.
Yeah, that's right. I can't. What's of it?
It grieves me greatly to have to say goodbye to my friends when they're so clearly unhappy. Because of you.
What? It's my fault.
Yes. So I have one final request, Gina, before our paths never cross again. Right here and now. I want you to show both of them that you don't deserve the fate they invested in you.
Hey?
Only by doing that will you truly be as alone as you claim to be.
What are you talking about? What do you expect me to do, eh?
You've told us that everyone lies. So prove it by admitting one of your own untruths. What about you said before, Ginny? You said something about unforgivable lies. You must tell Mr. Naruhodo and Iris the truth now. That is my last request before I leave. My last request as a judicial assistant.
No, I can't.
Whatever these lies are, they're obviously weighing very heavily on Gina's mind. Gina, I could be wrong, but is it something to do with what happened 2 months ago? Something about that trial? The one which Magnus McGilded was acquitted? The way he's laughing at the flashback, I want to punch him. The case of that mysterious murder that took place inside the omnibus. You were called as a witness by the prosecution. Is that what this is about?
Yeah, you're right. Because in that trial, I lied. I lied like you wouldn't believe.
Will you tell us about it now?
Alright. Start unraveling it. The trial 2 months ago. Like you said, it all happened 2 months ago. The coppers got hold of me and shoved me to the witness stand. And based on your testimony, Mr. McGilded was declared innocent. Yeah, well, the thing is, I lied about a whole bunch of stuff. I knew it.
What sort of thing did you lie about?
I was hiding under the seat that night. That was the truth. It was pitch black in that little cubby hole. I couldn't see a thing. And then... thud. I heard that loud thud, like someone falling over the floor. And that's when Mr. McGilder discovered you. Yeah. He pulled me out from the underseat and sat me next to the dead man. There weren't much light to see by, but when I looked down my hands, I had the cove's blood all over them. Yeah, she did say as much in that testimony. I was so scared, I couldn't even speak. You had his blood on your hands. In other words, it was Gina that the witnesses on the roof deck saw through the skylight. Yeah, I think that was also established in the trial. I could be wrong, though.
Then Mr. McGilder started asking you questions, I suppose? Who you were and why you were hiding under the seat?
Yeah, he did. Only that's not at all.
What do you mean?
I mean, he threatened me.
Threatened you? How?
It made me swear about what I'd seen and what I heard. And about what he's going to do with me after the cove was found dead. It made me swear that I wouldn't tell anybody about any of it. If I did that, he said he let the scarper before the coppers showed up. He let me scarper before the coppers showed up. That's horrible. Gina, you must tell me what he swore to you with secrecy about. What you saw, what you heard, everything. What you saw, what you heard, and then the event. Wow. Alright. You said Mr. McGilder made you swear not to tell anybody what you saw. But you were in a pitch-black compartment under the seat the whole time, weren't you?
Yes, with Mr. McGilder sitting above your head, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, that's true, but it was when I heard the thud of the cove in the floor. I let out a little scream, see? I couldn't help it. McGilder heard that and he dragged me out by one arm, and that's when I saw it. It was on the floor next to the old geezers where I'd been stabbed. A disc, all bright and shiny.
A disc?
Do you mean? Yeah, that's it. The one with the D took off me at Windbanks.
So, the music box disc was there, on the floor of the omnibus?
Not for long. McGilder spotted it straight away. He picked it up smartish and stuffed it inside his pocket.
So, that disc was in the omnibus 2 months ago, at the scene of Mr. Mason's murder.
And the bog trotter told me. I weren't to mutter a word of it to no one. Okay, what you heard? Did you hear them talking? I got a burp coming on. Hang on. Okay. Because it was so dark under that seat in the cab. I was straining my ears the whole time. After a while, I heard the door and the footsteps inside the cabin.
Presumably, that was Mr. McGilder getting on board.
Nah, not only him.
Oh.
Because I could definitely make out the footsteps of 2 people.
In that case, it would seem likely that it was Mr. McGilder and the victim. Mr. Thrice-Fired Mason. In his testimony during the trial, Mr. McGilder claimed he slept during the carriage ride.
But whenever I'm in a carriage, I'm taken with a fierce tiredness and I always succumb to it.
Let's stop showing McGilder. I'm not ready to Irish. And your own testimony, Gina, supported this.
All I could hear was the Irishman snoring. Yeah, that weren't exactly true. Neither of them was asleep. I could hear them talking the whole time in low voices.
What? What were they talking about?
Sorry, I don't know. The sound of the horses and the wheels was too loud.
But that still tells us something. Mr. McGilded and the victim knew each other.
Clearly, they went in together. So, McGilded was lying, as I suspected. After the event, what happened? I knew it wasn't going to take long before someone raised the alarm that the bloke had been killed.
Yes, you are quite right. The other passengers on the roof deck noticed very quickly.
So, when the cab came to a stop, McGilded told me to hide back under the seat again. I climbed in and waited. Then, the two curves from the top ran off to get the coppers.
Yes, Mr. Fairplay and Mr. First.
Right. And after they'd gone, McGilded asked the driver to do him a favour. Hope Beppo wasn't on it.
A favour?
Now then, feller. What I need you to do is to take this coat of mine and deposit it to a nearby pawnbroker. And for your troubles, let's see now. I'll give you 10 guineas.
Beppo, Oh, Beppo. A nearby pawnbroker? You mean on Baker Street?
Yup, you got it. It was Moneybags. The coachee snapped up the money and ran off to pop his coat as fast as he could. So then, there was no one left in the carriage. McGilded opened the box under the seat and let me get out of there, but not without conditions.
I see.
Conditions. Man, we're just pouring over the expository dialogue.
What were Mr. McGilded's conditions then? For letting you go free, I mean.
Not telling a soul. Not for anything about what I saw and what I heard, and there was something else as well.
There's more.
Yeah. This one was the most important thing, he said. I'm after sending the coachman on a little errand for me with some small change in his hand. Now then, did you hear what I asked of him? Did you see anything at all? At all? You asked him to good Poppy Weasel, right? Aye. That fiend's taken me overcoat to deposit with a pawnbroker's hereabouts. And I want you, lass, to take the redemption ticket for it. Do you understand? What? You want me to have the ticket? That's right. And I'll come to fetch from you later. Sometime within the next 2 months. You're to hang on to it until then. Is that clear? And whatever you do, don't lose it. All right then. And in case I might happen to be delayed at all, you're to go to the pawn shop, win the bank, so it is, and you're to extend the loan for 2 months is up. If you forget, the article will be forfeited and any old fiend could come along and buy it. But I ain't got that kind of brass. Here's £5. That should be enough. Do we understand each other, lass? Don't try anything funny now. If you go against me... Yeah, I get it. Good. And one more thing. In a few days from now, you'll be visited by the police, I've no doubt. The coppers? Aye, they'll come asking you to take the stand in court, to testify as a witness. So let's just have a wee chat about that, shall we? What is it that you might say, and what it is that you want? The rest is history, this motherfucker. It's still pretty bad to just burn to death, but he's pretty vile, isn't he? After he'd gone over it all, I piked it. Got as far away from there as I could. He hid the pawnbroker's ticket in some bushes near the scene. I went to fetch it the next day once it got dark. So, McGilded planned it, and coerced Gina into giving false testimony. I bet you're ready to string me up, eh? I lied. In that big old courtroom, I told some corkers. The thing is, he said we would make it so that we couldn't live in the East End no more. That's what he threatened me with.
What a wicked man.
He knew everything what went on in the back slums. He knew that we had no one to look after us, so that we were all just looking out for each other, getting by together.
So, you mean Mr. McGilded could have...
In an heartbeat, he could have had the lot of us chased out of there if he wanted. And then where could have we gone, eh? Nowhere, that's where. So, I didn't have a choice. Thank you, Gina, for telling us everything. But I'm for it now, eh? Go on, admit it. You must be livid. Well, you can make amends by doing me a simple favor. Favor? What? Sign the representation papers for tomorrow's trial. Eh? If you don't actually want me to represent you in court, you can rip it up later. But we need that paperwork or we can't investigate. The police won't let us. Investigate what? A scene of the incident last night. Mr. Sholmes was shot, you see. You what?
Ellie's having a big operation right now, Ginny.
Is it bad? Is he gonna be alright? Sholmes is gonna be alright, right? That's why I want to investigate. For Mr. Sholmes' sake as much as anything. Right. So, what you're saying is, if I sign that bit of paper, everyone's happy. Is that it? Something like that. Mrs. Sato?
Yes, of course. I have the representation papers here.
I don't need no one to stick up for me, though. No lawyer or nothing. No, Ginny.
Poor Ginny. She seems so lonely.
We got the papers, though. We can at least investigate. Well, at least this would mean that we can investigate the scene at Windybanks now.
Yes, and perhaps we can come back to visit Ginny when we're done there.
Of course, we will. I feel like we finally cracked Gina. She's opened up to us at last. And now I have her representation papers. No one else knows just what a responsibility that is. Anyway, for now, it means Inspector Gregson can't stop us from investigating at Windybanks. Although, something tells me he's not going to be happy about it. To be continued. Yeah. Investigation time next time. Alright.